Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive. Today we're going to look at like 7 levels in one video. That sounds a lot harder than it actually is though, because they're all variations of the same racetrack in different ways you can do it. So first off, we're going to look at the first one alphabetically, and we'll go through the list like this, just boom, 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 in order. So first one is a 24-hour Grand Prix circuit. Now the name of the map, it says A-L-I-E-N-Z right here, but it's actually just spelled L-I-E-N-Z. So I'm assuming it's pronounced something like Lienz. You can feel free to correct me if you're the first person to do it. Everybody else after the first person is just wasting their time, though. As far as I know, this is not a real racetrack, though. So let's go ahead and start at it. Lienz is not a real racetrack, though. It is a racetrack made for R-Factor, and the map from R-Factor was ported into BeamNG.drive. So let's get a more appropriate car for this. Let's use the Bolide, and then on the other ones, we'll use some modded cars. But for the first one, let's use a stock car. Alright, so actually though, even though you start pointing this direction, you want to do a 180 and go this way. At least I'm pretty sure this is the way to go. I have a few reasons I think that's what you're supposed to do. First off is those lights, you see they point that direction. As well as any other light you see, they're all pointing the direction we're going now. So for example, that light right there, it's green. And that side there is no light. All the signage you see, a lot of it is only one-sided, so you could like see it says row 32, but that side it doesn't. So that's why I say you go this way, even though it starts you pointing the opposite direction. So we're gonna go and drive this course. It starts off in more of a slower, tighter technical area, and then it opens up to a wide, high-speed area. Now, one thing I want to show you is these hay bales. The way they are is, you notice they look rough on them. They're like not like a smooth section. They can grab your tires because of that and tear off your tires and stuff. So like here's just what they'll do. So if you're like driving around, then see, boom, it tore the tire off. It's just the tire's gone. So now we have a tricycle, and that's no good. So the walls here, you don't want to touch them, is what I'm saying. That's all. So now we can go ahead and continue driving like normal. And pretty much actually all the walls you don't want to touch on this map. Let me move my mouse cursor out the way. There we are. It's better. Not all the way out the way. There we go. But pretty much any wall here you don't want to touch it, because all the walls are like grabby and stuff here. It's basically like that. So even through these really tight sections, you gotta make sure don't touch nothing. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. The walls are lava. Basically. That's how the game works. No, it's the floor is lava. Alright, so there's the tighter, more technical area. Now it opens up to this high-speed area where we can go up to 100 miles per hour easy and then crash immediately afterwards with me behind the wheel. Tell you what, let's go ahead and crash, because it's fun to crash at this high of a speed. There's a sign. Oh, we went straight through it. We went straight through it. Look at, you see that? We went straight through that sign. Oh, that was weird. But anyways, continuing on. Now we have no momentum going into this, but that's okay. Because I'm not, trying to break no records here. I'm just trying to look at the, show the map off, So, if you want somebody who breaks some records, go watch something else. Because I'm driving to not crash and die. I'm not driving to be like, oh, look how fast I'm driving to say, look, I didn't crash. Aren't you proud of me? And, hold on, perfect, see? I'm happy with that. We didn't crash. I thought I was going to crash for a second, then I didn't, and I am happy. So that one, we almost put that turn a little too tight and flipped over. So this course is really pretty long. Like, I think I would say it's about maybe 5 miles long. So it's, it's not as long as the Nürburgring or something, but compared to a lot of race courses, it's pretty long, Most courses aren't that long. And you'll see it takes a while to do a whole lap. These walls also have problems. If you touch them, watch what happens. It eats you, and you get stuck into it. You can't drive. Like, you can try, but you're not gonna. So we're gonna reset the car, get a new one just in case. Ah! Not into the wall. What are you doing? Alright, reset the car a little farther away from the wall and get a new one. There we go. And we'll continue driving on. So you won't want to ever touch those, is all I'm saying. And sometimes you see deer on the side of the road. I saw some earlier. I didn't say anything about them though, but you'll see deer on the side of the road. See, like there's some. You can kind of hit them, but not really. Like if you hit them head on, you could see you like drive through some of them. Then you hit some of them. It's like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, how does this work? I don't know. So we're going to go out of here. Can you imagine if this is a race, right? And the driver just pulls off the road to run over some deer and then just goes back on the track. Like, you would have to be a maniac. So let me just pull off the road, run over these deer real quick, and I'm back. Like, can you imagine what people would be thinking if a guy did that? He's insane. And that's exactly what I just did, so I guess I'm insane. The car's unfortunately not driving perfectly straight anymore. That's great. Churn, churn, churn! Because I want to make sure I have a lot of distance between me and these walls, because you saw how grabby they were. You know, if you so much as touch them, you're gonna stop. And it's gonna be bad. Just stay away, stay away, stay away. Hay bales are okay. Hay bales, you can sometimes get lucky and bounce off of them, though. No, not all the time, but the walls, they always kill you. Those things, I don't know what happens if you hit those. Let's see. Ooh, they are grabby. Look at it. It's like my fender. My fender. Oh my god, I just took my fender. What a jerk. He just took my fender. Wow, now I have no front fender. That's great. Or bumper, or whatever you want to call it. What's the difference? Is there a difference? No front bumper. Fender. I don't know. It's too damn hot for me to think. It's like 90 something degrees right now. I'm sweating. Oh. We lost both tires. See, there's one flying way over here. Right there, and then the other one's over there. Somewhere. There it is. Just lost both tires right there because I'm too busy sweating instead of driving. Seriously, it's so damn hot. Someday I'm gonna be rich enough to afford to turn on the air conditioning. Don't know when that day will be. Someday. Until then, we gonna sweat. Like, I'm so sweaty, my hands are slipping off the controller. It's like, oh great, now I can barely drive. Seriously, dude, it's hot. But anyways, I mean, that's not important. I'm just like saying, hot, hot, hot. We're still going on the first lap though. It might look like we're actually doing the same section again. I thought that at first, like I thought I took a wrong turn, but it's not. This is a different section still. And not something I have done before on video. So you could recognize it now because, hey look, there's a right downhill turn. I don't remember any of those yet. If you're crazy, you could do stuff like this. You could try to go full speed and let's see what happens. Full speed, turn, turn, turn. Oh, I was trying to tear off my back fender, and then it would hopefully pull me around and do some like amazing drifting. It did not work out. It just tore apart my back end. So I was hoping it would tear the fender off, and it would yank me like this way, and I would drift like that, and then drift, and it'd be beautiful, right? It didn't happen. Now I just have a car that can't even drive straight. Bad decisions were made. It was worth a shot, though. You know, if it worked, the payoff would have been amazing. Alright, so now we're finally back into the tight, more technical area. I don't know if you'd really get in trouble for like cutting those corners like that, because it seemed like there's a kind of almost a cut corner with the way that pavement is, but I don't know. So you could go straight to go to the pits, or you could go left to continue on to another lap. See, there's where we came out of the pits earlier. If you want to go to the pits, they're kind of out of the way. It's interesting. Like you basically go back. You have to go back and around to get to them. It's weird. So you see, you go here, and then you have to slow down, and you're gonna want to turn into it like that, and then you're at the pits. So it's kind of weird the way it does that. It's like totally just connected to the track. It's not even like parallel to it like a lot of pits would be, at least in NASCAR. But everything is grabby. You see that? Grabby, grabby, grabby. That was not intentional crash, but it's okay. So that is the the first layout of Lienz, the 24-hour Grand Prix circuit. All of them will look the same. The only difference is the way those barriers are set up. So let's go ahead and go to the next one now. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the next one has a word that I can't pronounce, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Let's see, here it is. It's Lienz, and there's that word. Now, I didn't even know if that was a real word. So I'm like, let me look that up. And that actually is just basically the German word for Old Town is what it boils down to. So it's Lienz Old Town is what I'm going to call it as. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I will pronounce it wrong. I can guarantee you that. So we're going to go ahead and use the Cadillac, the racing Cadillac. I don't think the colors work on it, so we're going to leave it at this color. And we're going to do a lap with this thing. Probably a dumb idea because this thing's pretty big for a small little technical course like this. But oh well, who cares? And if you need a link to this, feel free to ask and I will link you to it. I will try to remember to put it in the description, but knowing me, I will probably forget. So this one, you actually want to go this direction. Excuse me. You actually want to go this direction though. You don't want to turn around, I think. If anybody plays R Factor and has played this map, feel free to correct me, but I'm pretty sure you want to turn around there. And we need to slow down. I'm not sure. I think this thing brakes pretty bad because it's just a big old boat of a car and I don't want to slime into anything here. So we're just going to go nice and slow around this, is it a roundabout actually? And if the racetrack wasn't here, it looks like it would be. So go around the roundabout. Yeah, just make sure we don't crash into anything because it's, it's pretty tight through there. If I try to go fast, I know I'll crash. Ooh, I thought I was going to scrape right there. Weight reduction, right? Here, instant weight reduction. Here we go. Oh goodness, it didn't work. I was trying to just like scrape off a fender, not a whole wheel. Wheels are important. Wheels are for moving. Fenders, they just add weight. Look at my 5-point churning ability. Oh my goodness. This thing is long. Making all this motion just for one churn. Well, it wasn't even a churn, it was to make a U-churn, but whatever. Oh, anyways, the reason I say you go this way is coming up though. I'll show you why I say that, because what we're coming up to is the end of the lap already. It's a real short one, but here you see the signs are pointing the opposite direction. But those are kind of like for seating, so you can't use those as a purely or a good reference point and such. But the real reference point I used was this. The pits are right here. It says pit in, and you have to be going this direction to get into the pits, obviously. So if you want to pit, that's where you would go in. So that's why I say you'd want to go this way on this track. And like I said, if you played this map in R Factor, feel free to correct me. And the only thing that's kind of weird is you have to know to go right there if you're coming from the pits, which is a little awkward. Otherwise, I am 90%, aside from that, I'm really like almost 100% certain, I would say actually, that this is the correct way to go. So we could do another lap on this one just because it's so short. Try to do some weight reduction, right? Here we go. Weight reduction! Oh, I missed it. I was a little scared. Okay, here we go. Weight reduction. Nope. I'm trying to just barely tap my back fender on, or my back rear fenders on things. It's not working out well. Because you could tear these off. You could tear those back pieces off. I'm just going to do it manually because I can't seem to do it. Oh, it won't work. What gives? There we go. See, like that. That's what I was trying to do mid-drive. Unfortunately, it did not work out like I was hoping. I just wanted to do that because it's fun. Well, this car's actually pretty cool. I never really paid close attention to how many parts can break off, but it seems like it has. It seems like it's a little more breakable, I should say, than a lot of other cars. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to chop a fender off right here on the cones. Oh, that's a little bit more. But like I said, look how breakable that car is. I like this car. I should use it more often. Look at this. Look at how much stuff falls off. Alright. So let's go ahead and go to the next version of the map, which is a bit longer. We're going to skip the free roam, actually. I think that's the one that's next. Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, so next one's free roam. We'll skip that one for now. Come back to it later. So the next one is just the Grand Prix circuit. So the major difference is you see from here to there. So this one is quite a bit shorter. Gets rid of all the lower speed technical areas, and now it's just more of a high speed track all around. So we're going to use a more appropriate car. As I said, we'll use the So I haven't planned this out. We use the Zack Speed Capri, the default. Okay, there we are. And now with this car, you don't want to go that way. You want to go the other way. But first you got to do some donuts. Look at the front end wiggle. It's like, oh, I can't take all this power. Alright, so anyways, you want to go this way with this one. And there's a couple of reasons why I say that. First off is we got some lights up here that say, yep, it's green. So that's why I'm thinking we go this way. So for this one, you're only in the Old Town kind of area just for a little bit. Like you're just here for the roundabout and some straightaways. That's really it. So we can go ahead and do this. And boom, now on the back roads, I guess, or whatever you want to call them, where you can go real fast and don't touch the walls. Oh my goodness, I almost touched that wall. It's worse having the barriers than not, because you know you can kind of tip a wheel off of a cliff and be okay in the game, but if you touch a barrier, your car's broken. It's funny. So anyways, right here, this is the only part I don't like. Right here, there is no signage to say you go straight. You do want to go straight. If you go left, you'll notice it's the wrong way soon enough, but there's no signage to indicate that, and I kind of was like, you know, when I first got here, I'm like, I don't know. So I went both ways, and I figured out which way to go. And of course, if you played the map before, just once even, you'll know which way to go. It's just when you first do it, it's like, I don't know. Oh, and those arrows you saw, hopefully I'll see more of them. They are lined up for the direction I'm going. So I was like, yep, this has to be the right way. I'm 90% certain. I mean, there's no saying a racetrack can't be run in reverse. It's just these ones seem to be set up to be running in one direction or another. You can say, oh, well, they could add one that has the reverses. There's already 7 variations of the map. We don't need 14. I guess it would be 13 because one of those is the free roam, I think. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of the numbers. It's like, I don't remember how many there is. There's lots of it. Just looking for some more signage. I didn't see any. Look at the deers. I don't remember if I said it on camera or if I just thought it. But when I first drove by those, I thought they were llamas. I'm like, oh my goodness, llamas. I was like, oh, they're deer. Boo. Deers are so boring. Llamas are cool. Don't want to crash here. This is a tight turn. It's tighter than it looks, so you just gotta slow down a bit. Whoa, on the power too soon. It's okay. Just a little bit of grass. See, if there was a wall there, I would have been freaking out. But grass, it's like I'll just drive in the grass. I can maintain control through that. We're doing okay. I'm happy with this drive so far. Like, nothing terrible has happened. I'm happy. And I think we're getting pretty close to... Oh, here, real quick. You can look at the signs. If you're coming from that other direction, you see they just don't work. You would be looking at something like that. You know, it's just like, that doesn't work. I could have made that turn, by the way. I was just stopping to show you that. Wasn't an excuse. Trust me. I was going fine for that turn. Probably. Now here on the other hand, we're probably going way too fast for this turn. Yeah, good thing I slowed down. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm alive. I'm alive and well. Such happy times. I like this car. It's real easy to handle for me, because it just has so much downforce with this absurd body style. Because when you use the strip version, it's like you're just, your tail is coming out from under you every time you try a turn. With this one, it's like downforce, and you can grip the road, and it's so nice. So right there, oh, I should have slowed down a bit. Right there is the pit. And you can see yet another thing that says, yep, this is the right way to go. Because if you wanted to pit, you go there. Otherwise, you would just continue along here. And again, one of the things you see is where the pits will meet up. Right there, you know, you can see it, I'm just saying. And because I was looking for that, I did not see the wall coming. The hay got me again. I mean, can you imagine that? Just, my car got destroyed by hay. Man, that must suck. A bale of hay just destroys your car, totals it. Sucks. So anyways, we're going to do half a lap to show you what happens if you go left at that one place. And how you know it's the wrong, when you know it's the wrong way, basically. I mean, if you're really oblivious to things, you might think it is the right way. It's not, but if you're really, 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 like, thick-headed or whatever, you're like, yeah, I'm always right, you might think it's the right way. But what happens is it basically cuts off a lot of the course, and it makes it a really short circuit. It might actually be another layout, I can't remember. It's just so many layouts, it's hard to keep track of them all. But right here, we are already almost done with a lap now. And for how big the circuit looks, you know that's abnormal. Well, I guess not almost done. There's a little more than I've let on to be. But there's the pits. Could fly into the pits and crash. Like, I don't got a pit! That's not how you pit. That's not how you pit at all. So that is that one. And let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, so on to the next one. So one thing I want to point out, those ones is kind of hard to know which way to go because it has an arrow, but that's it right there. You can barely see it. This one has an arrow, but it's a different angle on the map, so it's hard to know. And this one's the first one where you can actually tell what the arrow's doing. I just want to say that now because somebody will say, hey, there's an arrow on the maps. I know, but sometimes it's hard for the other ones. The next ones, they aren't as bad. You can see which way the arrow is pointing. So anyways, the next one we're going to is the Grand Prix Long. So it takes away the roundabout, and instead we kind of drive through Old Town a bit. We'll use the Lancer Evo 9. Yeah. Or Lan Evo, Lancer Evolution, whatever you want to call it. It's a race car. Well, it's a rally car, which is a race car. So it's a race car. Now, I don't remember how this thing handles necessarily, though, so that's not a good idea. Alright, I don't think this thing is going to handle nearly as nicely as the Capri did. Capri drove like it was on rails. This thing doesn't feel like it will. Definitely slower in a straight line, too. I know this is uphill, so it's kind of a hard comparison, but it doesn't feel like it's as fast. So far, at least. And I'm just going to go a little slower than I probably should, just because I'm not quite used to this thing's handling. It is very different from the Capri. Good news is it's all-wheel drive, so you can just get on the power whenever you want, and you don't have to worry about spinning out as much, which is kind of nice. Because with the Capri, if you get on the power too soon, your back end will flick out, and you have to keep it under control. This one, all-wheel drive, just slam on the accelerator. Although the gearing doesn't seem to be the smartest. We're like in fifth gear, fifth gear, fifth gear. You know, you could downshift at any time. Oh god. Oh god. We're fine. No, we're not. The sign ate us. See, I was too busy staring at the transmission, looking at it like, why aren't you downshifting? And then there was a turn, and I didn't see it coming. Note to self, don't do that in real life. Well, I don't need to, because I just don't need to. I can kind of do those more by ear than anything. It's like, I am used to this car. I know when, I can tell you about within a 500 RPM range, you know, what it's at. This one's just like, I don't know. All the cars have the same engine sound, and they all are different numbers. So I'm staring at the gauge like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where do you redline? And before I know it, crash. Yeah, this thing does not... It doesn't match up with me, I should say. Some people, they may be like, they may say this is a better handling car for the way they drive. For me, the Capri is way better. This one, it's like I gotta slow way down for all these turns. Because to me, this thing kind of understeers. You gotta force it into the turn. But anyways, we're not talking about the car, we're talking about the map, right? It's just another variation, you know? Like, you've seen everything already now, so it's kind of just looking at the different ways you can do it. You know, I don't have much more I can say. Besides, look at the llamas. I know, they're not llamas, WhyBeAre, they're deer. I call them llamas. They are llamas. See, like with this car though, do you see how I had to kind of, you know, I'm trying to just keep its back end out almost because it's so understeer happy. I don't like the way this car handles as much. No, nope, nope, nope. Handles all right, but it's just not as good. Whoa, that was kind of weird. Did you see that? Oh, goodness. I just tore off a tire trying to stop. The way those signs popped in is kind of weird looking. I don't know why. Why are the signs saying the opposite direction if I'm going? I thought I was going the right way. Oh, goodness. Was I going the wrong way? Oh, jeez. I hope I wasn't going the wrong way. I will be really sad if I was going the wrong way this whole time. I gotta look at some details now. Pay attention for those. I could have sworn I was going the right way, though. So this is what happens when I look at the map icon thing instead of just trying to figure it out based on what I see. I end up going the wrong way. I mean, these signs, the braking distance ones, they line up with what you would expect. So that seems fine. I think we're, yep, we're right at Old Town. I was about to say we're going to get to Old Town, but we're already there. This car is going to make me want to cry going through these areas, probably. Let's just go real slow, like. Oh, there we go. See, pit's right there. So that means if we wanted to pit, we would go there. So we're going the right way. Yes, I'm pretty sure. But you see, do this area, you don't do that. You don't go to the roundabout. Stay away from it, and you just kind of, well, you see where we are. You see where we're going. There's nobody watching from here now. Oh, there they are. There they are. Whoa, those people are floating. How you do that, son? See, those ones aren't floating. They have the stands there. The other ones, the stands are missing. And that's a lap, by the way. There's the where we came out of the pit right around there. Look at those people. They're floating. How you do that? And they even got shadows. That's the funny part. They got shadows from floating. It's like, I don't know. It's just funny. Look at that kid. Like, yeah, did you see that race car? Yeah, I saw that car. I'm just looking at all these people now. I don't know why. What are you taking a picture of? Oh my god, look at him. He's making a heart. Oh. I thought he was making like a heart shape. He's just holding a camera. Yeah. Look at all these people. There's not that many. You can see them repeating. Like that guy in the yellow shirt, really. Just look at him. Boom, 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 boom. He's all over the place. Those people are sitting down. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go to the next version. Wait a minute. Is that a dog? Wait, where did he go? I thought I saw a dog. Guess not. I saw a dog watching the race. I'd be like, that's a great thing. But I don't see what I saw anymore. I think I just imagined it. Okay, on to the next one then. Alright. What is it? 2 more left? I don't know. That one's pretty short. Good. Ooh, and then we got the hill climb. Alright, so first off, we got the Grand Prix short, and it is short. It's about maybe just a little bit longer than the Old Town. So let's go to it. Should be nice and quick. Didn't even look at the picture which way to go. I'm pretty sure I remember it's straight. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Probably I'm wrong. Well, let's see. What should we use? How about the Polo? Just use a default. Should work good. There we are. And we're off. Wow, this thing is definitely faster than the Lancer, though. Just driving it, just the way it takes off, it's like, whoa, we're moving. Hopefully this is the right way. I don't know on this one for sure. I don't know, I couldn't look at the picture. I just clicked so fast I didn't think about it. This thing's gearing is so short. It's like topping out at 90 miles per hour. I mean, it's realistic. It's just funny, you know? Nice thing is it gets up to 90 miles per hour and nothing. Anyways, those signs, though, they look like they were pointing the right direction, so we're doing good. Oh, goodness. I did that on purpose to show you that you could drive through those signs, yes. No, I just spun out. But that's interesting to note. That you could drive through those ones. What about this? Can you touch these? Not exactly. They will still eat your car to bits. That one was intentional. The spin out, I will admit, wasn't. That was intentional, though. $300, $200, $100. Oh, look at that. You could go through these hay bales, too. So that's just on this version that this happens, I've noticed, then. So they're the pits. What can you drive through here? Well, that's interesting. See, none of the other versions had this kind of stuff. It's just this one. Huh. Oh, you can crash into that. Alright, so I never noticed that because I would just avoid the walls so much. So that's interesting. Okay, on to the next one. That one was nice and short. I like it when it's short. Makes it easy. Next is the hill climb, which is... Wait a minute. That arrow don't make sense. If it's a hill climb, why are we going... Oh, whatever. I don't know which way to go with these dang arrows. Looks like it's pointing to just to, like, nothingness. Oh no, this one's supposed to be straight, though. I'm pretty dang sure it's straight. Alright, last car we are going to use... Let's get something different. Use a Scarab. That's a different car. Don't know if it'll be good for this, but it's different. And I think we go straight. Maybe. What is that? Is that the... I don't know. Let's figure it out. What is this? Is this the hill climb? I am here for the hill climb, yes? Is this it? Even if this isn't it, this is a road you never see normally, so I drive it anyways. Pretty sure this is it. I admit I didn't actually do the hill climb. All the other ones I did before. Not the hill climb. Figure we can wing it on the last one, right? And then this one's all confusing. It's like, oh, what is this? I am so lost. Somebody hold me. I need an adult. I need my mommy. Is this the right way? Oh god, I just ruined my tire. Don't ask me why I went the wrong way. I just was... I don't know. I'm all freaked out. I'm like, I don't know if this is the right way. I don't know. The hay bales do hit you, though. You saw that. I'm going to assume this is the right way. And that the hill climb is a unique track. Totally of its own. And I should have done a practice run on it, but I didn't. So now I have no idea what's coming up on any of these corners, and I am scared. Railroad. Tracks. Yeah, I'm scared though. Just like I don't know what's coming up around any corner. I don't know how tight anything will be or anything. Definitely a different track though, that's for sure. It's way different. A lot of changes in elevation. So, definitely qualifies as a hill climb. Whoa. Whoa. I am best driver in the world. I didn't flip over there. Normally I would flip over if I ever get on two wheels. That one I recovered it. I am the best. Yes. Because I did one minor thing like that. It makes me the best. I'm going this way, I guess. I don't know. I mean, technically we're at the end of the course. Now we gotta go back down. I don't like driving this car really above 80 miles per hour. Just the way it turns is not... It makes you fear for your life. Let's leave it at that. It's like, oh, so sketchy. Because the problem is it turns too hard with the Xbox controller. You end up turning way too hard every time. You need a steering wheel with more precision to be able to really drive it. So I end up doing that, and that's no good. We're going to hit those hay bales. Told ya. You know, I don't know if I've ever done a video for this vehicle. I gotta look into that, because I might not have. But anyways, this isn't the course. The course is this one, I'm pretty sure. So, that is all the race courses for Lienz. We could do one, though, on the free roam. Why not? Or we can at least look around. How's that? We shall use... I don't know. I've kind of used up all the cars that fit the area, huh? Actually, I have a Grand Marshal wide body. That could work. Wide body race edition. Yeah. That'll work. So this one, there's no walls on a lot of those not walls, I guess, the barriers. There's none of those. So you can go whichever way you want. I won't go this way. Ain't nobody can stop you. Unless you break your front tire and it doesn't churn anymore by churning too tight. Like I have done. In which case people can stop you. Because you can't churn, so you don't got control. So you can stop you. I don't know what I'm going with this. But anyways, yeah, there's like no hay bales anywhere. So you can crash into the poor guy's business like, oh, I'm a race car driver, oh, ooh. That's not the guy's business, that's a road sign. Yeah, there's still lights though from the, that's actually a known bug. But from the signs that would be there normally. But yeah, that is Lienz. I'm not going to drive around too much like this because you get some weird dead ends and stuff like that. But we can go ahead and do a zoom out maybe or something. Yeah, it's one of those things that's made for as a track, so it's not really something you want to drive around at because you'll find weird things. See, like this, you see it's just grass in the middle, which wouldn't make much sense. Like, why would you have grass right there? But it's a racetrack. You wouldn't normally see those. So there's a general idea of it. Like I said, it's pretty big. I think it's like 5 miles long, I would say, on the longest choice. And that'll do it. Until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.